Hey everybody, I'm here today to share a project with y'all that I have created using the Graphic 45 Steampunk paper and a little bit of the Le Romantique paper as well. And it is an altered clock. I got this clock at a garage sale probably about a year ago, and it was one of those just all wood and like brass looking clock, the old timey 80s looking ones, you know, and I saw potential in it, but I'd had it for so long and I finally decided to bust it out. I was trying to challenge myself to use orange and the bolder colors in the Steampunk collection, so this is what I came up with, y'all. I crackle painted the entire thing, which was really hard with all these grooves and stuff on the side here, but hopefully you can see it's crackle painted on the entire inside, all the way around on the outside, the bottom, everything's crackle painted all the way around. So I'll show y'all that really quickly. Okay, and this side, and then the top as well, which the top came out the best. And then I took little pieces of the Le Romantique paper in the teal tone because it matched up really well, and I just distressed up the edges of it and adhered them in random places. You can see her there. I tried to keep the cool graphics like her face, and there as well you can see her face and pieces over here. And when I adhered it down, I saturated it with glue and used my bone folder to go in and crease it to the actual wood, you know, almost like it produced that way, if you get what I'm saying. I'm stumbling on my words, but I wanted it to be really seamless, like it was part of the clock. So I did that all the way around. You'll see the vintage ads all the way around it, and I just distressed up the edges with Tim Holtz Black Slip Distress Stain. Okay, now that I've given y'all an overview, I'm going to kind of zoom into each section and show y'all some more of the details. Here on the bottom, I used my Prima spray, one of the Prima script sprays, and I just adhered it along the bottom here, and I really like how that came out. I added some extra flowers, some I Am Roses ones in here, and I just went over them with gesso to kind of whitewash it, and I put that there. Over here I have one of the die cuts, or the little pieces of paper from the paper line, and I just cut it out and distressed it up and adhered it over there, and it's got the lady and the guy with the top hat. I really love that image, and it says flirt at the top. I fussy cut this butterfly from the collection, and I just whitewashed it to make it look more grungy and distressed. I added an antique pen nib over here on the side and a little light bulb as well, and then just another I Am Roses flower over here. And here in the base, let me set it down really quickly. You can see I did some fussy cutting from the paper line. We've got the dress form with the wings over here on the side. I just adhered her upright over here. And then we've got the little light bulb on the inside there that I fussy cut from the Steampunk paper as well. And then I added chicken wire, but I also just randomly used the orange piece of paper, the corset paper, and whitewashed and just adhered it in random places just to give it more dimension and depth. And then around the light bulb, I draped chain, and then I have it coming down to over here, and this gear is attached, and it just dangles down right there. So I did that, and I'm going to try to show you the inside. Okay, y'all, excuse me if I'm shaking any, but it's hard to show the inside. I wanted to show you the center of the clock piece. I fussy cut a circle out of the paper, and it is the lady right there that you see with the gears. And then I stamped a Prima clock image on some acetate with stays on, and adhered that on top of it. So I'll put that there in the center. And then down here I whitewashed the entire base of the clock. It was a really yucky goldish brassish color, and I did not like it, so I gessoed the entire thing, and then I just used alcohol inks and different paints and stuff to texture it up and to make it look really grungy. So you can see down in there the bottom part, and I think the clock works, y'all. I have to get Chris to look at it because the battery won't come out, so I think ideally it will actually work, which would be really cool. So I try not to do too much to the bottom part because I know it spins whenever it's working. I draped the chain around the right side of the clock stand over here, and then you can see the chicken wire that I adhered all the way in because this had glass originally, but I did not like the glass, so I added chicken wire. Okay, y'all, now I'm going to show you the sides of it so you can get a better view of the chicken wire. I just put chicken wire, and then I added the chain coming out over here. I added some more of the corset paper, and I just dressed it up and put it over there. And then it's the same thing on the right side of we had the chicken wire. And there's little grooves to where it just fits perfectly in there, so it works out really well. And you can see the back of the clock through there, just how grungy it is. I put the alcohol ink along the back side of it as well. Okay, now the top is my favorite part. I really like the top of it. Over here on the right side, I used a Tim Holtz ornate plate, and I just grunged it up, alcohol inked it, put some gesso, different techniques to make it like really grungy. And then I added the little banner of the, let me zoom in real quick to show y'all. I just fussy cut the Steampunk debutante out and made it into like a little scroll and kind of ruffled it in and out of the ornate plate. So I did that. And then I have another butterfly back here from the collection, just poking out from the back. And these are the Melissa Francis wings. And I just added some alcohol ink to them as well, and some glimmer mist, and put those on either side, both sides of the ornate plate. I attached a lot of chain here to the ornate plate. Let me pull it up so y'all can see. And I wanted it to dangle, so I adhered that there. And then I have it coming off the side with lots of gear pieces and real watch parts that Miss Wanda had sent me. Thank you, Wanda. So those are all clock parts attached right there to the chain, and it just dangles down. And I forgot to show you the inside, speaking of dangling. On the roof of the inside of the clock, I adhered those little eye pins in there, and I have different stuff dangling down. I have this jewel and attached this little bling piece. There's a key back there, and then the chain just drapes down and goes over there to this side. Okay, and then up here I fussy cut the hot air balloons out of the collection, and I really wanted them to come up off of the clock, so I used wire. Let me zoom out just a tidbit, y'all. I used wire to adhere them to each other, and then to give it, you know, to lift it up off of the other hot air balloon. And it's pretty, I mean, you can see it when you look up close, but it's not very noticeable, so it just looks like it's kind of flying up there. So I put those hot air balloons, I don't know if you can see, but I stamped the little Graphic 45 stamp onto some acetate with StazOn. So there's a little lady up there, and she's pretty transparent unless you're looking at her, which I really like. It's kind of like a hidden surprise. I added this big lace applique. Let me zoom down really quickly, y'all. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I added this lace applique going all the way across, and I just distressed it up with different sprays and some alcohol ink, and I adhered it down over here. I have a little piece of the paper line, the gears that I fussy cut out. You can see the edge of the gear over there. Some different flowers, Prima flowers, I Am Rose's flowers, and I distressed all of them up and made them super grungy. And then a little Godiva flower over here. This is one of the Tim Holtz faucet knobs that I just added some gesso to really grunge that up as well. And then over here I just fussy cut this image from the paper collection as well. It's a little light bulb with wings, and I adhered that right there. And you can really see the crackle really well up here on the top, and I really like it. And then the paper adhered to it as well. I will have a ton. Oh, I forgot the little clock over here. There's a little Prima wooden clock piece just barely poking out on the edge over here. I think I covered it all, y'all, but there are going to be detailed pictures on my blog. If you guys want to go check it out, I'll put the link down below so you guys can see some still shots, and the details are better because I took the pictures during the daytime, so it's much brighter. But anyway, I hope you guys like it. It was so much fun to do a grunge project because I haven't done anything super grungy for a while, so it was just really fun for me to create this piece. And I don't know if I'm going to sell it or not yet. It's kind of hard to part with, but I may be listing it for sale. I'm not sure though. But anyway, I hope you guys like it, and thanks for watching. Bye!